Yeah, greetings. This is Elder Blacklight. We're gonna keep you in the know, cause see, a brother. This video is gonna be mostly uh, aimed towards those young black brothers. See, it's a time for scholarship, you know, and then it's time to pick up the sword. When you see armies gathering and you're surrounded by military forces, and all you doing is sitting up here debating with one another, you're some kind of fool. See, your enemy, he can debate because he got you in check. So he could do what he got his army, navy, whatever. And he know who the enemy is. And see, young Pharaoh, I'm gonna tell you how you could tell he working for the enemy. Because he knows the politics of the United States. He know about Israel. He know that the so-called Jews run the joint. He know about that. So he's trying to, when the Black Power movement resurged. Now I believe that Sarnetta, he was doing the right thing with the up there in New York, and I believe that the feds and whatever approached him. You know, uh, especially if he was hanging out with brother Khalid. You know, I showed a clip, or I gave you an audio clip of the feds talking to Malcolm. See, I'm gonna reinsert that in another video when the feds started talking to Malcolm. You know, trying to persuade Malcolm to come over to their side. And when they see a black man has popularity, and if he's trying to wake the people up, they're gonna come and check him, man. You know, make an informant out of him, or a squiller, or a snitch, or whatever. He can only do so much. That's probably what happened to Farrakhan, Malcolm, and the one they couldn't get to is Elijah. He wouldn't sell out. So the enemy got, which is the devil, the Caucasian, got our brothers, young brothers, paying them off to make it seem as though the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a sellout. Now we here to tell you that's to get your attention off of what's really happening. In this video right here, we're going to show where all your money is going to Israel. Your tax money. That's why the cities are falling apart. That's why they got regentrification. That's why they got these young brothers on YouTube like Polite uh, with some more brothers. I ain't gonna name them all right now, to distract you and to get the young brothers not to listen to the real soldiers. So we want you to check this video here, right here out.
I'm Phyllis Dennis. I'm a fellow at the Institute for Policy Studies. I don't think that it quite works that way. If it did, Operation Cast Lead with 1,400 Palestinians dead, so many children killed and injured, the destruction of vast infrastructure, the use of chemical weapons like white phosphorus, all playing out on our television screens. If that didn't work as a red line, I don't think any incident like that would. I think the problem is not enough people in this country know $3.1 billion of their tax money goes directly to the Israeli military. Without U.S. support, I think it would be far harder, not impossible, but much, much more difficult for Israel to maintain its belligerent military occupation, its policies of apartheid, its denial of the right of return, etc. What makes all of that possible is not only the U.S. money. It doesn't really need our charity, but it does need our protection at the United Nations. Without that, it would be held accountable in the International Criminal Court.
Everything that Israel does in the occupied territories, U.S. taxpayers are paying for. The U.S. gives the financing, it gives the military support.
Israel receives as much foreign economic assistance as all the countries combined in the world.
Now you see, when you see that what happened the other day, the alleged Hebrew Israelites, those two, the male and the brother and the sister got murdered and whatever. That could be a false flag. That was what was that up in? Was it up in Jersey? I think so. Somewhere around up in New York State. And New York is the stronghold of the Jews. Another place is California. Then you got Washington, D.C. Now Trump, the Texas people was pushing Trump a whole lot. And the Texas, this is where you got Alex Jones was backing up Trump a whole lot. Then it seemed like Trump double-crossed the state of Texas and Alex Jones and his peeps. And I guess he had to comfort them and tell them, I'm just playing the game, this is how we're going to do it. But Trump looking out for number one, just like all of them do. Trump ain't got the kind of money the Rothschilds got, and they the number one, they the hidden hand, and they the number one players, 10%, probably the 10%, or the 1% is really the one that's running this joint. And this is what we intend to enlighten you with. And so you won't be caught up in the crossfires, and then you could get your thing together. It's time for you young brothers to quit playing around, being foolish. And I know it looks all grim and bad for us, for the black man, but not necessarily so. There's still time left for you to wake up, but you got to recognize who your enemy are. And don't let brothers like Polite, Sonetta, dig this, man. I know you probably caught up in some stuff. I know how they roll, cause they might come after me, but see, I ain't got them numbers like y'all got, so I ain't worried about it right now. But if I ever gain those kind of numbers that y'all got, I might have to, consider, I ain't gonna stop talking. I might have to adjust, but I understand why some of these brothers switch over. Some old mafia trick, That's why Berry Gordy left Detroit and went to Hollywood, because mafia came in on him. See, Romans and Jews that's all they are, mafia. Business is war. And when you make a religion a business, they become part of your arsenal. They use religion, they weaponize religion just like they weaponize money. But the original man, when he wakes up, see, that's what the Masons, the white Masons, the black Masons, they don't know what's happening, but the white Masons know that the original man is God. And if they tell the rest of the Caucasian world that the original man is God, they'll get their head chopped off. Because they play on their own people too. They use their own people, because it's a hierarchy, and they worried about their family, and that's how they play the game. This is Black Light. Stay tuned for some devastating news.